Sinead O'Connor. It was Sinead O'Connor. I really liked her. Did you like her, Peter? She was quite a controversial human, but when you analyze some of the things that she, put out into the world, other than music, her stance on certain things, we thought that she was a little out there, but when you look at the world today, smart, she was, she observed everything pretty accurately, really, didn't she? So. My throat's dry today. Yeah, she started it. A blessing in disguise. Was that Sinbad? Okay. All right, let's keep going. How far in D2 did they drop us in the league? How far are we down? I can't see. My heaven. My dad used to say, and again, I'm sitting on the fence on this one too. My dad used to say, you can't make a silk purse out of a sow's ear, right? Meaning you can't, if somebody doesn't have class or decorum, it's hard to create that from someone, right? And then I'm painting my house yesterday, and I'm thinking about what he was saying, because my house is like a sow's ear. It needs work, and and I'm painting it, and it already looks better, and I'm thinking, yes, you can. Because once this house is all done, it's going to look really good. So yes, you can. Has he never heard of Pygmalion? Yeah, but I know what he means by it's real character, deep down character. Yeah, but still, people change. People can change, They say they can't, but they can. People can change. There's not many, but there is. People have changed, I should say, right? Changed their ways. Thank you. But he always used to say that. It was such a Yorkshire thing to say. I was looking up my dad the other day on Google, and I just thought, I wonder if I look up this theatre, because my dad ran a theatre, and it was a cinema and a theatre. So back then it wasn't just a cinema. They had lots of stars come in, and they do shows and cabaret and chorus girls and all sorts of theater stuff. And anyway, I thought, I don't know, it's an inclination. Something just came into my mind, and I thought, I'm going to look it up. And it's so amazing. Google is amazing. So was it Google or was it Gemini? It was Gemini on my phone. It was Gemini. So I look it up, and I put in the theatre, and I put late 50s, 1960s. And I pulled up the old programs for the theatre, and I pulled up the billboard, what do they call it? The marquees and all the shows and everything. And they had can dancers, and Julie Andrews was there. All the things that he told me that I, as a kid, thought, he's elaborating this big fish stories. You know what I mean? Our parents do. But there it was. And so I put up who worked as management back then at this theatre in the late 1950s, late 60s. And did you know his name came up? And I was like, oh my goodness me, his name came up. I was like, I'm nearly in tears. it's just, I don't know. It was just one of those moments like, wow, my dad even went down. I mean, it's so minute, but he went down in like some kind of history, you know what I mean? Like it was just a cool, if he'd have been alive to witness that and see that his name is registered as as that theater management, he would have been so proud. Yeah. It's